Do you feel the vibes?
What's up, everyone? Range here, bringing you guys a new live commentary, and today we are going to be playing some Ground War, playing some Safeguard on Infection, showing these kids what's up. But today what I wanted to talk to you guys about is more of a personal topic, and that is why I play and why I do what I do and why I do it every day. And wow, did you see that? That was a one bullet or something. But you know, Call of Duty is my passion, as well as YouTube, and everything that I do, I have a passion for. And, you know, that's like anything that people really, like, put 100% into, or 110%. You know, you gotta have a passion to really do it at full, you know, full percent, I guess. That's a really weird thing to say. But to give, like, your all, you really gotta have a passion and have a love for it. And you know, Call of Duty really started off with me. I was kind of born. This is going to sound kind of weird, but I was kind of born playing video games because ever since I can remember, I've been playing video games. Like the PlayStation 1 I played the PlayStation 2. And the PlayStation 2 I have a lot of memories on. Like I had a lot of games for that console, and that was a really good console for me. But during that time, I was really a big sports fanatic. You know, I played a ton of sports games. But then eventually, I found Call of Duty, and I found the love and the amazingness of Call of Duty. Around, like, whenever I was, like, 5 to 8 is when I'd say I kind of started playing Call of Duty. I don't know the exact date, but, you know, I got the game, or no, I didn't really get the game. There was a bunch of my friends that I used to live around, like, we all lived in a complex. So, you know, we would all... somebody would have a game and everybody would come over and we'd always play split screen, and you guys know how that goes. No matter what you do, you are a screen peeker. So, you know, those are some of the most intense 1v1s that I can remember. And, you know, there was a lot of arguments over being a screen peeker and stuff. You know, just boys, young boys being young boys, you know, having to argue over everything. But, you know, those are some of the greatest memories. But I didn't really find out about competitive and MLG and stuff until about, like, I want to say towards the end of Black Ops 2, like the summer going into Ghosts, is when I really figured out the whole competitive Call of Duty scene. And the reason I found out about it was, you know, everyone's been on YouTube, and I always was on YouTube, and I just watch random videos kind of. And, you know, one day, I guess, I remember this night. It was like one summer night, I don't know the date, but I know it was kind of dark, and it was kind of late at night, and I found like Black Ops 2. It was either the esports draft. I think it was the draft for a Black Ops 2 season where they kind of like drafted subs. It was kind of more of a funny thing than anything else. But, you know, I found that, I watched it, and then, you know, on the recommended side, there was more MLG videos, and what happened to be there was MLG Anaheim. And I don't know if it was the first video I clicked on, but I know right after that I clicked on the Optic Gaming versus, I think it was Unite. I'm not sure what team it actually was, but it's really pretty a famous game, so I could probably go find the clip pretty easily. But it's the Optic van where they blow up the van and get the two-piece and win the CTF.
We're gonna get this one in. There's two players to beat from Optic. Big timer on top street will get picked all up to Scumpy. Kill with protection. Scumpy shot's going down. 7 seconds left. Karma for Big T. Nate shot is there.
You guys probably know it if you know anything about COD or watched any Optic Gaming montage or anything like that. And sheesh, how many, I get hit with all types of nades back here. But, you know, it was that game and that listen-in, not actually that play, but if you guys know that clip, you know, there was a listen-in during that clip, which kind of makes that whole clip. But, you know, that listen-in, I fell in love with the whole communication part of Call of Duty. I know a lot of people will say, like, they fell in love with the competition, which obviously you gotta love the competition to compete every day. But I kind of fell in love with the whole, you know, communication and never stop talking kind of thing. And then as I progressed and watched more, you know, I just started loving how people played and the plays you can make and stuff like that. And, you know, that's just kind of a backstory. That's not even the whole purpose of the video. But why I play, you know, obviously, like I said, I have a love for the game like everybody else does. And, you know, there's a lot of people in my school, at work, because if you guys don't know, where I work, it's basically, I work at a restaurant or a breakfast place, and it's basically my aunt. Like, I've grown up here. I used to go there on Saturday mornings when my mom would work and I was like 7. I'd bring my laptop and, you know, I'd just sit there all day. So I know so many people there. Like, I know that place like the back of my hand. When I say I grew up there, I literally grew up there. Every Saturday of every year, I was there until I started working, and now I'm working there. And it's really crazy how long I've been there. But eventually, I'll be gone. It's kind of like, it's a win. I don't even know how to explain it. You know, it's one of those situations where it's good, but it's bad. But so there's a lot of people there that don't necessarily know. Like, I'm not the type of person to really talk about gaming unless you bring it up to me. And there have been people at work that, you know, like last week somebody randomly just came up to me and was like, and asked me Call of Duty or Battlefield. And you know your boy. You guys probably know the answer. And I was just like, oh, Call of Duty, 100%, bro. And he was like, really? And I was like, oh, you're a Battlefield guy, huh? And he was like, yeah. And then he asked me if I did YouTube. And I was like, yeah. And then I told him my name. So shout out to you, dude. If you're watching this video, shout out to you. You're a really cool guy. And that was a really cool conversation, actually. But, you know, there's a lot of people in that work that have known me since I was a kid. And a lot of people knew that I used to play basketball, and, you know, I quit after 8th grade because high school, you know, I didn't really want to play. I lost passion for it, and 8th grade is right around, the end of 8th grade is right around the time where I found Call of Duty. So it was kind of like the perfect timing. I mean, it was Call of Duty timing at its finest, you know what I mean? And so, you know, a lot of people knew that I stopped playing basketball, and it's a lot of men that come there, or that I'm kind of cool with. Like, obviously there's women and stuff that I talk to, but me being a guy and a man, you know, obviously I'm going to talk to the men more. So, you know, a lot of men just want you to play sports and be this whole athlete, all this stuff. And there's a lot of cool guys that come in there. Like, one of them was an ex-football coach, and they know like a lot of pro players, and he knows Greg Olson. He knows his father, and he knows him. So, like, there's people that are really big sports. And, I mean, one of the reasons why I know him so well is because, you know, I told you guys I am a sports fanatic. But, you know, so they always got on my case. They still do. They get on my case. You know, they kind of bust my balls a little bit about, you know, you got to play sports. You got to do this. And, you know, I just kind of sit there and take it. And maybe, you know, that's not the right thing. But I kind of just want to do it in silence and not really go about it because, you know, the people like that are probably just going to hate on the whole the gaming thing and kind of say it's stupid and, you know, you're wasting your time, stuff like that. And so I don't really want to hear about that, you know, to be honest. And, you know, one day when eventually I do make it big, not trying to sound cocky, but, you know, you got to have a plan, and my plan is to make it. So one day when I do make it, you know, I can look at them and be like, did I really need to play sports? You know, not be cocky, but kind of just prove people wrong. And, you know, there's a lot of people in school that do the same thing. They're like, oh, you don't do any sports. You're not cool, whatever. And to a lot of people in school, I kind of find it funny how I'm like kind of this, I don't want to say mysterious person, but kind of like they don't know a lot about me. So they make up a lot of stuff. It's not like rumor stuff, but it's just kind of like, I don't know. I guess you can consider it rumors, but I don't really listen to them. I kind of just sit there and smile. So it probably makes them kind of more like, this kid's a little, you know, he's kind of mysterious. And one day, you know, like I said, when I make it, hopefully they can look and see that and be like, that's what that kid was doing. And I used to know that kid. Stuff like that, you know what I mean? So that has basically been today's video. Basically, why I play in about 30 seconds is, you know, I want to prove people wrong, and I want to be on top and let people see that. And I don't really tell a lot of people right now. But eventually when I am on top, they'll see me and be like, oh, that's what that kid was doing. So I hope I can prove a lot of people wrong in this journey to the top. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe to join the Range Nation, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.
Make the ground shake.